Have you ever imagined what it's like to be born into royalty, to have a life of privilege, wealth, and power? But what if that very privilege led down a dark path of scandal, violence, and arrogance? Well, this is the story of Prince Paras of Nepal, who went from heir to the throne to being an outcast. What happened to him, and where is Nepal's most infamous prince now? Let's dive into the truth. Prince Paras Shah, Nepal's last crown prince, is a figure of controversy, scandal, and infamy. A member of the once reigning Shah dynasty, Paras's life seemed destined for greatness, but instead of leading Nepal to a new era, his actions led to his fall from grace. And how did he go from being the heir to the throne to a figure of national shame? Let's unravel this. Born into luxury and chaos, Paras Shah was born on December 30th, 1971 in Kathmandu, Nepal, to King Girindra Bir-Bikram Shah and Queen Komal Raja Lakshmi Devi Shah. His early years were wrapped in the trappings of royalty, palatial homes, royal schooling, and luxury at every corner. But behind the golden gates, something darker was brewing. As a child of privilege, Paras was sent to the prestigious Badhani Kantha School in Nepal, before moving to St. Joseph's College in Darjeeling. Later, he studied in Luther College in Iowa and Schiller International University in the United Kingdom. Despite his elite education, Paras's upbringing did little to instill discipline or responsibility. Instead, it seemed to reinforce a belief that rules didn't apply to him. By the time he hit his teenage years, Paras had already developed a notorious reputation. His addiction to drugs, including marijuana, was well known, and he used his family's wealth and power to escape any consequences. Paras threw lavish parties at the palace, surrounding himself with businessmen, politicians, and influencers, all hoping to gain favor with the crown prince. But behind the glitz and glamour, Paras's behavior was reckless and destructive. He was seen speeding through Kathmandu in his luxury cars, intimidating anyone who dared to question him. Brawls, wild parties, and an overwhelming sense of entitlement followed him everywhere he went. Despite all the noise and destruction, the monarchy protected him, and the people of Nepal were forced to watch as their supposed future king made a mockery of his title. The marriage that couldn't fix him. In 1999, Paras's parents, despite knowing his erratic behavior, arranged for him to marry Himani Raja Lakshmi Devi Shah, a woman from another royal family in Rajasthan. Many hoped this marriage would settle him, but it didn't. Himani entered the marriage with grace and dignity, fulfilling her royal duties with poise. Yet, behind the scenes, she struggled with her husband's increasing violence, substance abuse, and temper. Their marriage produced 3 children, Purama Shah, Hridayendra Shah, and Kritika Shah. But even fatherhood couldn't change Paras. His reckless lifestyle continued, and no amount of royal decorum could repair the damage. The Royal Massacre, a turning point. But everything took a dark turn in 2001. In the infamous Royal Massacre at Narayanhiti Royal Palace, King Birendra, his queen, and several family members were killed. The Crown Prince, Dipendra, who was reportedly drunk, opened fire on the royal family, killing 9 people, including his father and siblings, before turning the gun on himself. Paras survived, but his life was never the same. His father, Gyandra, ascended the throne, but Paras was widely rejected by the people. The public saw him as a tyrant, an irresponsible prince with no leadership qualities. His past misdeeds, the reckless driving, violent outbursts, and long list of people he had harmed made him an unacceptable heir to the throne. But even in the face of public disdain, Paras continued to live as though he was untouchable. His actions continued to shock the public, leading to calls for his removal. His most infamous act occurred when he killed popular singer Praveen Gurung with his jeep. Instead of accepting responsibility, Paras allegedly assaulted a policeman and refused to cooperate. The people of Nepal rose up, demanding that his immunity be revoked. Despite being responsible for a death, Paras faced no punishment. His royal status allowed him to escape the consequences. He only paid a small fine, much to the anger of the public. The end of the monarchy. As if Paras's life couldn't get any worse, the monarchy itself faced its downfall in 2008. After years of political unrest and public protest, the monarchy was abolished and Nepal officially became a republic. For Paras, this was the moment everything he knew came crashing down. His royal privileges were stripped away. He no longer had the fastest cars, the grand palace, or the wealth and power that came with being a member of the royal family. As his family's reputation crumbled, Paras was forced to leave Nepal. He fled to Singapore, attempting to live a quieter life away from the public eye. But even there, his violent tendencies and reckless behavior followed him. Trouble in exile, the never-ending scandals. His behavior escalated once again, this time leading to numerous run-ins with the law in both Thailand and Nepal. In December 2010, Paras was arrested in Nepal for firing a gun into the air during an argument with the relatives of a prominent politician. He claimed he fired the gun over insults to his family. Then in Thailand, Paras faced multiple arrests, first for possession of marijuana, then for smashing property at a luxury hotel. These continued incidents of misbehavior only solidified his reputation as a man out of control. In 2013, Paras suffered a heart attack but miraculously survived. However, in 2014, he was arrested once again for possession of marijuana, a scandal that further cemented his place as one of the most infamous figures in Nepali history. Love, lies, and scandals. Paras's personal life was no less dramatic. He had a high-profile affair with Sonika Rokaya, a popular YouTuber and model. The relationship was confirmed in a viral TikTok video where Sonika was seen riding behind Paras on his motorbike. Their affair shocked the public and added another layer to Paras's turbulent life. Where is Paras now? After years of scandals, Paras has largely remained out of the public eye. Occasionally he posts pictures of himself on social media, often riding his motorcycles or showing off his new lifestyle. Despite everything, he still holds a certain mystique in Nepal's royal history. But is there any hope for Paras? Is there a chance for redemption, or is he simply a relic of a bygone era? While protests have recently erupted calling for the return of the monarchy, Paras has not publicly expressed any desire to reclaim his former title. He remains a man with a tarnished legacy, haunted by his past. The final question. In a country still divided over its future, some still yearn for the return of King Gyanendra and the monarchy. Paras remains part of the conversation, but his future is uncertain. Will he ever be able to shake off his past? Can he find redemption? Only time will tell. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss another jaw-dropping story. The saga of Prince Paras is far from over. Stay tuned for more.